that a signal? I've got a signal. Hey, Jake!
What?
Hey, we got a signal back.
What?
The warp storm's over.
It's finally over?
The warp storm... Okay, it's January 2021. So...
Oh.
Do you want to play some 40K?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Omnissiah Approved. Contrary to popular belief, we are not dead.
We're not dead!
We are not dead yet. In spite of the year that Nurgle blessed the world being hard on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, life just got very complicated. But we survived. It is a new year. We are doubling down on our plans to try to continue to be a little more regular.
Getting more fiber, that usually helps.
Yeah,
never mind. Video regular.
Yes, but trying to do a video a week is ambitious when we both work full-time jobs.
It is.
So we're going to try to go to a video a month, which I think is a bit more doable. And then if we can get 2 videos in a month, then yay.
One major video a month, and then other stuff sprinkled in as seasoning as spoiler alert. We both have started a new army for the new year.
Yes.
And so as we're doing that, we'll be testing out some new tools, some new techniques.
New year, new me, right?
Sister.
Oh, girl, you don't even know. Yes, we're still stupid.
Yes. Goofy as ever, we will not change that.
Yes. So, to get to the point of today, we are going to be starting a Crusade campaign with our 2 new armies.
Do you want to talk about some of the more rules in specific, or let's go over our lists? I'd say let's
go ahead and go over our list. We'll bring up rules and things as they happen, I think. Because we can show, after the game's over, we can show how you roll to see what happens to our models and stuff like that. So
that sounds good.
I'll let you go ahead and go first.
Okay.
And just talk about what list you have.
My army for the Crusade force, and I will be bringing the Raging Panthers will return. But I will be bringing the Adeptus Custodes, the Talons of the Emperor. My sub-faction of the Adeptus Custodes is known as the Shadow Keepers. Like Space Marines have various chapters within the overall Book of Marines, the Custodes have various shield hosts that have different specialties. The Shadow Keepers are those that maintain the vaults on Terra, that hold artifacts of terrible power, books of ancient knowledge that must be kept but dare not be used except in times of dire need, or even monsters of terrible power that we don't know how to kill, or killing them is more dangerous than just keeping them locked away forever. So to go over what I have briefly, because Custodes are a very elite army, not that many models. The shield captain leading my force is named Zagreus. Custodes often pull the name that they take out of legends or myths. Zagreus is the name of a Greek god where not a lot of fact is known about him. It's one of those ones where there's a whole bunch of information, but a lot of it's conflicting. And I felt it was a very, very 40K sounding name. Yes. I also have with him 3 squads of standard Custodian Guardians. One equipped with sword and shield, one equipped with their spears, one equipped with their bolters, and we'll talk about those specifically when they're on the battlefield. I have a group of the Alaris Terminators, which are even bigger, beefier, and scarier than your standard Space Marine Terminators. And I have a squad of the Sisters of Silence, an elite unit that is anti-psyker. They are all nulls, and thus project a bubble of anti-psyker. And historically, they've always been just kind of an extra unit that you could throw into armies, but the Talons of the Emperor include the Custodes and the Sisters of Silence, so I can freely insert them into a force with no penalty. That is the group that's within my entire Crusade force. That is my initial roster. The wonderful thing about Crusade is you design what your force is, and then you will go out of those models build an actual force to bring to a battle. So that is the entirety of my starting army. I have a little bit of supply left over, so I can add another unit or two. There's a couple things in progress. I'm just not going to put them on the list until they're actually done and ready to hit the battlefield.
Makes sense. So what are you bringing today?
Today, I am bringing Zagreus the Shield Captain, of course, and then the 3 squads of normal guard. Like I said, 1 equipped each way. 1 with swords and shields, 1 with the spears, and 1 with the bolters. So that's what's going to be on the battlefield today.
My new army for the year, as well as my Crusade force, are the Necrons. Specifically, the Necrons...
Glowy, spooky, scaly boys.
Yes, glowy, spooky, scary skeletons. They're melting all your flesh. I have named these the Azagor Dynasty. They have their own fluff and stuff that is all mine, at least that I know of. So my Necron dynasty, I have named them the Azagor Dynasty. There is some lore behind that we will get into at some point during this. But rules-wise, I'm not taking the pick your own dynasty rules because for what they do, the Nephrek Dynasty is what I'm going to pick there. So they're going to be a little more resilient, and they can also choose to just kind of blink around the board, which is kind of neat, if I don't say so myself. My overall Crusade force, my full roster is a Necron Lord. I'm taking a Lord because I like taking models that don't have good stat lines. Sometimes it's nice to give yourself a handicap. But in all honesty, I love the idea of a Lord earning his way up and progressing and getting better as he goes.
Which is the whole point of Crusade.
Yeah. So I do have him. His name is Sidorak. He does not have a title yet because it's part of the Necron rules. They earn titles as they win battles. So I figured let's let him actually earn his. On top of that, for the overall force, I have a 10-man unit of warriors with Gauss Flayers, 10-man unit of warriors with Gauss Reapers, a 20-man blob of warriors with Gauss Flayers. I have a Canoptic Spider, 2 units of Scarabs, and then a 5-man unit of Lich Guard to go with them, as well as we also have the Royal Warden coming in. The Royal Warden also has a name. His name is Enarkiah. Just kind of keeping with the Necron-y sounding names. What I'm actually bringing today is the Lord, the Royal Warden, 10-man Flayer unit, 10-man Reaper unit, and then the 5 Lich Guard, and then 3 teeny tiny bases of Scarabs, because they are precious and I love them. So, we'll see how this actually goes. Disclaimer, we are both still learning our armies. He is more familiar with Custodes than I am of Necrons. I will make mistakes.
I also have way fewer models on the board, and I have a grand total of 4 units, and 3 of them have the exact same stat line. It's just what gear they're carrying. Yeah. So we'll probably make some mistakes.
Yeah, there will be mistakes made.
We're going to try and minimize that.
Yeah, but if we do make mistakes, especially if it's a mistake that we don't catch, please leave a comment below so we know.
And like and subscribe so you can see when we, correct those mistakes.
Or if we never correct the mistakes, you can yell at us every single video. I will respond to your comments and I will apologize every single time. That is a promise from me to you.
There you go.
But without further ado, we're going to get the board set up and we will come back with an overview of the battlefield as well as the mission for today. All right, Be right back, guys. Today we're using the Crusade mission, Supply Drop. Both of our deployment zones are set up along the short battlefield edges 10 inches from the center. Our objectives we have chosen to place on a diagonal path through the center of the battlefield. We will score 10 points during each of our command phases for each objective we hold. Starting on the 4th battle round, an objective is randomly chosen and removed. From that point forward, the 2 remaining objectives will be worth 15 points each, and on turn 5, the last objective will be worth 30 points. Alright everybody, so the map and the armies are out and ready to go. As mentioned during the pregame, my Necrons will be running the Nephrek Dynasty traits. The traits they get is called Translocation Beams, and I am referencing the book to make sure I get this correct. Models with this code have a 6+ invulnerable save, just to make Necron warriors even more absurdly resilient than they already are.
They don't die!
Yeah, they don't. It's great. Also, each time a unit with this code advances, it can translocate. If it does, then it gets to go ahead and move 6 inches. It also ignores intervening terrain and models, basically representing them flashing or basically blinking through terrain to get to where they need to be. However, if they do that, they cannot shoot. So even if I had assault weapons on my guys and I did that, they wouldn't be able to shoot afterwards. And of course, because they advanced, they wouldn't be able to assault.
So, Dynasty, what traits, relics, and whatnot did you take on your Lord?
Forgive me, I'm so sorry. In Crusade, you do have to spend requisition points to get relics and warlord traits. I did spend 2. My Lord here,
sorry, I missed the point.
My Lord here, as you can tell, he does have, he is kitted out with a Staff of Light and a Resurrection Orb, because why not? And he took the Warlord trait Enduring Will. Basically what that allows him to do is whenever he takes damage, I can reduce the amount of damage taken to a minimum of 1, but only reduce it by 1. So, as an example, you hit him for something for 2 damage, doing 1 damage instead, 3 damage, it'll take it down to 2, etc. So that can be very useful, once again, making the models as resilient as possible. There is a relic on the list. It is not on the Lord, however. It is on the Royal Warden, who's the stylish-looking gentleman beside him. The Royal Warden has the Veil of Darkness, which allows himself and a unit can swoop up into the warp and then come into play anywhere else on the battlefield as long as they are 9 inches away from enemy models. So it's a nice way to get that sudden board control, which also kind of plays into the idea of like the translocation beams and stuff like that. So I like to be on theme.
So as I said earlier, I'm running the Shadow Keepers. All the Custodes have a faction special rule that does 2 things for us. All Custodes have a built-in invulnerable save of 5 up, all infantry anyway, and then a lot of our vehicles do as well. The faction bonus for running Mono Custodes in a detachment gives you an additional +1 to that save, so my entire army has a 4 up invuln save, because Emperor. The other thing that we get from that is every unit has objectives secured. My Custode captain right here, Zagreus, is pretty well kitted out. I have given him the Warlord trait of Superior Creation, which is a 5+ Feel No Pain. That's not the actual rules term for it, but whenever he takes a wound, he has a 5-up roll to ignore that point of damage.
Hey guys, sorry to just interrupt here, but something I wanted to make you aware of. The thumping noise you hear in the background is the sound of our dogs trying to murder each other. Not really, they were playing. We play in a downstairs gaming area. At the time we knew what was going on, but it didn't actually sound that bad. We have a new camera we're using. It picked up the audio a lot better, which unfortunately means that it got really bad as they played harder. Doesn't go through the whole video, but we did end up having to scrap some footage. Sorry about that. We're going to fix it for next time, make sure it doesn't happen again. But we're going to go ahead and just skip ahead to an area that's a bit easier to understand. So this looks like it's going to be pretty exciting. I do have one more thing that I need you to do, Clay, before the game starts.
The special objective thing.
Yes, so one of my agendas.
I got it.
And these, by the way, these objectives that we're using today are made by a company called Elric's Hobbies. They are exceedingly nice quality. They're built in 2 pieces. As you can see.
These are actually our objective markers for the battlefield. Yes. They've already been placed, the 3 of them.
Yep. And they do have these pylons to go on top of them for if you're doing a thing where you need to raise the banners. You can do that to represent that, or it looks cool either way. So the name of the agenda that I have chosen to take is Inescapable Retribution. Once you select this agenda, after both sides have finished deploying, as we have, I get to have my opponent set up a special objective anywhere on the board that is not within their deployment zone. Okay? That objective does not count for anything for him. It is not an objective for the sake of the actual objective for the game, but it is an objective for me. Necron infantry units in your army can attempt the following action. So, recover treasure. At the end of your movement phase, 1 unit of my army within 3 inches of the dynastic treasure can attempt to claim that treasure. If they are still there during the beginning of my next command phase, I have successfully done so. The unit that claims that treasure gets 3 experience points going forward. Here's where it gets interesting. If a lord claims it, then not only does he get the 3 experience points, he also gets to take a free relic.
No pressure, buddy.
Yeah. So that's something that could be very, very beneficial. I'm very excited to see if it works.
Can you do this multiple times, or is this once per game?
Once it's claimed, it's removed.
Okay. So we just remembered something. Change for 9th edition. Objectives cannot be in terrain pieces, even area terrain.
Oh.
So we're going to do a last-minute reshuffling of our objectives.
Because we both put them in area terrain.
Went right back into 8th edition pattern where you can drop them in terrain. So I'm going to move mine here.
Mine's going to have to be a little bit more...
Yeah, hand me that. Hand me that.
Mine's going to be a little more peculiar. So what I'm actually
for the goal, mine was here on the hill. I just dropped it right down here.
Let's see. Has to be...
10 inches away from the...
For fairness, I'm going to still leave the scarabs in there.
Yeah, that's fine. Fix this. Fix this. Whatever you need to do.
Yeah, so that's where mine ends up. Yeah. See, remember when I said we're going to make mistakes? Because of everything that's been going on, we haven't really been able to just sit down and play a lot of 9th edition. We love what we have played, but we just haven't been able to do it. So, yeah. So, mistake number 1. Who's keeping track? I know you'll let me know.
All right. Roll for first turn.
Yes, it is time to roll.
So, while we're rolling dice,
while we're thinking about
these are double 6s. It's a Kickstarter that I backed several years ago. These are actually double 6 was the name of it. So these are 12-sided dice, labeled 1 to 6 and 1 to 6. So they roll better than your normal D6s, but they are still D6 dice. These guys that happen to look emblazoned something similar to a game franchise that will not be named because I do not want to get a copyright strike on the channel are actually triple 4s. So they are numbered 1 to 4 multiple times. And these are going to be my wound markers for my custodes.
Very handy.
Yeah, I just wanted to keep everything on theme.
Yeah. And they do roll well. And it's one of those things where if that's something you're interested in, I'm sure you can find those dice out in the wild somewhere to buy. They are very, very handy. I prefer D6s. That's just me.
If the Kickstarter thing is still doing another print run of the double 6s, we'll actually link it in the comments.
We'll
but that's been several years, so that guy may have gotten tired of, making dice orders and have moved on to other things.
Yeah. But anyway. And also, if you ever do find yourself going to play at a specific area that has rules and potentially a tournament organizer, if you're bringing dice like that or anything that's not your standard dice, let them know ahead of time so they can okay it or say no, whatever they want to do. Anyway, so here's my dice roll. We'll see what I get. I got a 4. What you gonna get, sir? And yes, I know that these dice are hard to read. I'm gonna buy new ones.
I have a 1.
Sweet.
So that is your choice.
I would like for you to take first turn, please.
Alrighty.
All right.
We'll be right back with my first turn.
Custode turn 1. So, at the top of the battle round, I need to announce my command protocols. I'm still experimenting with these, so for sake of ease, I'm just going to do the same order they have laid out in the book, just because it's right here, and I don't have to think about it. And it does seem to be okay after reading it. So for battle round number 1 will be the Sudden Storm. Which is protocol number 2. The way these works is at the beginning of the battle round, you declare which one you want to have going. You have to do this ahead of time, and then you reveal it to your opponent, and we just went ahead and did this for sake of ease. So then you pick one of the 2. So Sudden Storm, add 1 inch of the movement characteristic of models in this unit. You select a single unit. And then Directive 2, if this unit is performing an action, it can still make attacks with ranged weapons without the action failing. It's not really going to come into play, but my units get to do both of them when the Sudden Storm is active. So I'm going to go ahead and let my unit of Gauss Reapers add 1 inch of movement to theirs. It's a free thing. It's 1 inch. That's nice. I'll take 1 inch bonus movement.
Alrighty. Into the first movement phase for Custodes. The Sagittarium Custodes, the guys with the heavy bolters. They're actually a little better than heavy bolters. You'll see in a moment. Just moved up to take a better position on the hill, so they are within range of that objective. The guys with the spears move forward just a little bit to put them completely in that terrain piece. Because a 2-up save, why have a 2-up save when you can have a 1-up save effectively?
I'm not going to argue with it. I don't like it, but I'm not going to argue with it.
And then the squad with the shields took an advance move. so that they are now within range of the center objective, and Zagreus just took his normal move.
All right.
So everybody with longer range weapons is able to fire.
Nice. I don't like that, but nice.
All right. Psychic phase is for weaklings.
Yes.
Shooting phase.
Psychics are an abomination and should be destroyed as such. That's one thing we can agree on.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Bros? Bros. I hear my Grey Knight screaming.
All right. One squad of Necron warriors is out in the open.
No, they're not.
So they're standing right there.
Why are you lying? Sorry, continue.
So we're going to put some fire into them, see what kind of damage I can do.
Not much, hopefully.
The Sagittarium have combo weapons, but the disintegration ray is not within range, so they're
Someone's
just firing the normal...
compensating for something.
Anyway, that is 9 shots. Custodes are better than all the rest of you, so they hit on 2s in all situations. Why are you laughing? You're shaking the camera. They are just better. They're better than you.
Roll your dice.
So.
Roll your. I'm gonna see like 9 1s, and you'll re-roll them because you're captain. But I want to see 9 1s. That's not 9.
That's a single one.
That's a lot of 5s.
Re-rolling. To a 2, which is good enough.
That's a lot of 5s and 6s.
That is a lot of 5s and 6s.
Jeez. All right. So all those hits.
All those hit. This is strength 5 on the warriors, so 3s to wound here. I do not have a way to reroll those 1s and 2s.
So that's 4 failed to wound. So that's 5 wounds.
That is 5 wounds. You have 5 saves to make at -1.
Right. In an attempt to get dice that are easier to read on camera, I found some of my double 6s as well as some other dice that should be easier to read. So just letting you know. So these guys are normally a 4+ armor, so they're going to go to a 5+ in this instance. So that's 2 saves. 3 fails. And the way Necron reanimation protocols work, I'm going to pull this, and this fine gentleman. Stop it.
Yeah, and reanimation protocols are a little bit different on the Necron 9th edition codex.
So after they do that, you roll anything on a 5+, they come back and you just replace the models. So it's kind of neat. And that is 1 will come back. And I kind of need to do this in a way...
And that's the neat thing about it is they can actually, as long as they come back in coherency, they can actually jump forward.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
that has everybody within 2.
That's good.
Hey, I just want to make sure I'm not
Moving
cheating.
on. Guys with spears are going to take a few shots. They are not within rapid fire range, so it's a single shot apiece. Still going into the warriors.
Show me 1s. Those aren't 1s.
This is only going to be 4s to wound. So that is 3 wounds. That's 3 more saves at -1.
All right, so 3 5-ups again. 2 saved, 1 failed. I will pull. That's awkward.
That's your best option right there.
I'll pull this guy, and then hopefully he'll just come back. He does.
And he does. So you're gonna set him.
I was gonna say set him.
Yeah, set him in the middle, and that'll fix your coherency problems.
Yep. So set him there. Cool.
See, I'm playing Custodes. I'm not going to have units with more than 5 models, so
coherency's not a problem.
I don't even know the coherency rules, aside from when it came up with his warriors in our practice game with these guys.
I thought you were a little incoherent.
Zagreus, the axe he is carrying, which is a custom build for a custom model.
It's very cool looking.
I'm super happy with it. That axe also has has one of the Custodes bolters in it. Are you going to allow that since it bounced out? It was the blue die.
I didn't even see the dice.
I will re-roll.
Sorry.
I'm not going to roll the blue dice anymore because that's sitting. That's not usable either. Okay, so they're tired. They're tired.
Hey, it's okay.
2 hits.
He hits on it too. It's fine. Like, let's be real. He wasn't going to not hit.
6 wounds. That's another save.
No, it is not. And I will pull. No. Coherency makes life awkward.
You can pull this guy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Yeah, because that point's fine. Let's just see if he comes back and makes it completely irrelevant, and he does not.
All right. As he replaced models moving forward, that actually brought the pistol range weapons of their swords into range. So that's 6 shots.
May have been a mistake on my end, but you'll see what I've got planned here.
Rerolling ones.
All right.
Picked up some extra hits.
Nice.
Also forced to wound. Dang. That's 5 saves. These are going to be your full 4-ups, though, because it's just bolt pistol profile.
Sweet, so 50-50s. Failed 3 of them.
Now's your opportunity to fix your coherency problems.
Yeah.
Because I'd pick up that triangle in the corner that's been giving you problems. Yep.
Let's do this gentleman.
Wait, isn't he in the squad as well?
Oh, I didn't see him back there.
Womp.
Might be. Did not even see him there. All right, yeah, so there's 3 dead. Let's
All right,
see.
roll for their reanimation.
Any of them comes back. And this is also why you like Cryptex. They make this on a 4+. But I will get a guy back. Top of my command phase, I was able to cheese just a hair of extra movement out of those guys, which is neat. Top of my command phase, I'm going to do a couple things.
Okay.
First off, for him, I'm going to go ahead and use his Lord's Will. It is not as good as my Will Be Done, but I can pick a unit, and when making a shooting attack with mulch from that unit, they can re-roll a single hit dice of a 1. That's how it's worded. I don't know if that's true or not. I'll have to check FAQs later. But so this unit is going to get a single re-roll. And I'm going to go ahead and pop the Resurrection Orb.
Okay.
So targeting them. So for every
Is that a once per game thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So for every model that has been killed already, I get to go ahead and roll reanimation protocols on them again.
Roll those reanimation protocols.
And it looks like I get 2 more back, which I will happily take.
Now we see why the entire Necron army is like 5 inches of movement, because they just gain extra little bits of movement here and there.
All right, so these guys also have 6 inches of movement this turn. So we will come back at the end of my movement. All right, so this is my army after the movement. My little scarabs did their chitter up there just to hold that objective for now.
Skitter.
These guys moved up here, and for any of those who have seen this and care, I misdeployed them because of coherency issues. I was being so careful with coherency with them when reanimating, but I completely had them out of coherency. Clay is being a gentleman, because I do consider 40k to be a gentleman's game, and has allowed me to not just lose half of that unit to misdeploying them.
It would have been like 3 models, but...
Yeah, but we went ahead and just made sure we corrected that after moving them, because I did move them through the...
And he could have put them where he would have been in a legal formation.
Yeah,
He was only moving like 1 model, so it's not worth... Now, at a tournament...
If you do that and get called out, it's your own fault. Like, that's...
Yeah, at a tournament, you know, them's how the dice land. But this is a friendly game. This is a narrative game. Necrons would not just disappear for no reason. They haven't done that since 3rd edition.
All right, my friends, we are going to go straight into the shooting phase.
Hang on. Better view.
Yes, much nicer view. I'm going to go ahead and have my Lord shoot first. Staff of Light does have a 12-inch range. He is barely within range of them. So it's going to be 3 shots hitting on 3s.
All right.
That is 1 miss, so 2 hits. This is Strength 5 versus Toughness 5, because Custodes are tough buggers. So
this is the squad with shields, right?
Correct. It'll be under 3+ because it's an AP -2 weapon.
Is that a multi-damage?
No, single damage.
Oh, continue.
Yep. So, hold on. And that is 1 wound at AP -2, so it'll be under 3+ save. You're
Save
good. You're good.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and go to the Gauss Reapers. When doing so, I'm going to enact a stratagem. First stratagem is called Disruption Fields. Actually, sorry, no, I am super bad.
It's a new book.
Yeah, it's a new book. It's what it is. It's not the wrong. It's just I've read the wrong one. It's literally the one directly above it on the page. So my bad. Disintegration capacitors. Necron Union Army selected to shoot when it's shooting a Gauss weapon, these being Gauss Reapers, a 6 to an unmodified hit roll of a 6 automatically wounds the target, which is going to mitigate the fact that it's 4 up to wound.
They're strength 5.
Yes.
All right, that's enough firepower, because it's what, 2 shots apiece?
Yes, it's going to be 14 shots.
That's enough firepower. I am using the Shadow Keeper's specific stratagem. Everything, I'm using it on the squad being... I don't use it on an enemy squad, I use it on the squad being targeted. Everything pointed at them for this phase is at -1 strength.
Okay, so the ones that do end up, I do have to roll for, are going to be winning on 5s and not 4s, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what it is.
All right, so this is...
1 CP spent.
Yep, so 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I know I was missing a dice. All right, so 14 shots. Hitting on 3s, 6s will automatically wound. Oh, do you mind? Well, do you mind if I reroll that one since it went out of the 3?
Yeah.
That's been what we've kind of been doing anyway. All right, and then I will use the Lord's ability to get a reroll there, which will not hit, but that's fine.
There's no 6s.
There's 1 6.
There's 1 6.
So
okay.
we have a single auto wound.
All right.
And then this many hits. Not a bad stack of hits.
And that's going to be on 5s.
Yep. That's a decent number still, though.
My stratagem did not matter at all, but that's how you do it.
So 1, 2. So it's going to be under 3 up in
There's no difference for the... Yeah, it's going to be on the 3s no matter...
Yep.
Because they're AP2?
That is correct.
It's going to be on the 3s no matter what says. How many? 6?
Yes, 6 wounds, single damage each, but...
6 saves. I see. Really?
Wow. 1, 2,
Really?
3, 4 failed.
I'm going to... I'm going to remove that model, and he will have 2 wounds remaining.
All right, I got more shooting, sir.
Okay. What's next, Jake?
Next up, I'm going to go ahead and fire the Royal Warden, because he does have an interesting weapon. The Relic Gauss Blaster. 30-inch range, rapid fire 2.
Okay.
So I believe he is within 15. Yeah, he's very easy within 15, so it's going to be 4 shots.
Alrighty.
All right, 4 shots. He is hitting on 3s. That is 3 hits. It is strength 5, AP -2. This is 2 damage. So wounding on 4s. Or are this still 5s? It won't matter.
Well, it's strength.
But I didn't know if that stratagem was just for that
No,
time.
it lasts for the entire phase.
Okay, so he's wounding on 5s and not 4s as well. Saying either way, I got 2 5s.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 more on the 3 up invuln, and this is 2 damage apiece. So that will kill
Command point reroll.
It was that one. Either way, you're fine.
Either way, it's fine. So yeah, absolutely worth the use of the command point. That leaves the warriors.
Yeah, that leaves this warrior squad. I know the scarabs are going to hiss at you. Give them respect. They are tiny and adorable, and you know it. All right, 24-inch range. See if any of these guys are within 12. He is within 12, and he is not.
So one looks like one's got it.
Actually, I would say 2 have it.
I'll
This
trust
guy
you.
just barely.
I'll trust you.
2 guys are in rapid fire, so it's going to be 4 shots from the first 2, and then 8 shots more. So 12 shots total. I am going to use another stratagem. So this will take me down to 5 command points. The name of this one escapes me, but it whenever I'm firing whenever a Necron unit fires a rapid fire weapon, 6s will count as 2 hits.
Okay.
So just trying to pound as much damage as I can in on them.
And same squad though with shields?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because it's true, the -1 strength won't affect anything here.
Correct. Well, actually, yeah, because these are only strength 4, so they're still on 5s.
Yep, so they're still winning on 5s.
Yep. All right. And once again, there are literally no 6s in this one. It's good to know those stratagems were worth it. All right, so winning on 5s. That one is cocked.
Yeah.
A single wound at AP -1. So it'll be only 3+.
I'm going to reroll that as well.
Yeah, it's a little cocked in the corner. That is one thing with the double 6s. They get
There we go.
in there. Yeah. All right. That was a thing that happened. Now the decision
Of whether or not to charge.
I think I'm gonna charge with the Reapers into those Custodes. I'm assuming you're not going to Overwatch.
No, because that'd just be 4 shots.
All right. So it looks like I need a 5, maybe a 6. Be good. Yeah.
They've got it no matter
An
what.
8 will do it.
We'll be back after those
So
movements.
we're cutting back in the middle of movement to talk about something that I feel is very important. Playing by intent.
So as he was moving these models, Jake said, I'm going to position them so that your shield captain can't heroically intervene into it. This warrior was initially a little further around the side, and since I knew his goal was to let me not heroically intervene, I went ahead and measured and said, no, I've got him, so he went and fixed that movement. So by announcing not just what you're doing, but what your intent of the end result being, you can eliminate a lot of confusion down the road and make corrections as you go. Again, this is why 40K is a gentleman's game.
A gentleman's game. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's all about having fun anyway. If you're playing 40K with the intent of, I'm going to let my opponent make mistakes so I can get them, if you're doing that just at your local shop or in your basement, at your kitchen table, you're an asshole and you should stop. If you're doing it at a tournament and your opponent makes a mistake, that's a different thing entirely. But even then, I would encourage you to be open and transparent with what you're doing.
Yeah, no one wants to win because of a gotcha moment. It's just feel bads for everybody in a hollow victory.
Yep, that is correct. All right, so that's the only assault. So we're going to go ahead and go into this. These guys are only a single attack each. I'm just hoping that I can do something. At the same time, I also think keeping them tied up in combat might be better for me anyway.
Okay.
At least making you have to fall back with them or something. All right, so keep rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, they are hitting on 3s. That was a
I saw that was fine. I saw.
That's cocked. No wounds.
All right, Custodes are 3 attacks apiece.
All right, so 6 attacks.
That is hitting on 2s.
Reroll that one.
Rerolling 1s.
Ooh. Okay, I'm okay with this.
AP 3, so you will get no save. Strength
Well,
5.
I have a 6 up invuln.
So you'll be on your 6 up invuln. That's right. That's right. I forgot that was the other half of your your chapter tactic.
It's fine.
Wounding on 3s here. So that I'm gonna do I'm gonna move this guy.
Do the dice check.
I'm gonna do the dice check. This is kind of our house rule. Is if you're not sure whether a die is cocked or not, if you can rest another die on top of it, and that didn't stay, so that's a reroll.
Yep. All right,
So that is 3 wounds at AP -3. So take your invulns.
So 3 6 up saves.
Made one.
Saved
Nice.
One. Awesome. So 2.
They are D3 damage, but warriors are single wound apiece, so it doesn't
So I'm
matter.
going to pull these 2 gentlemen from the back, and I'm going to go ahead and roll their reanimations, and I do get 1 back.
Okay.
So this guy is going to be there. Because he just has to be out of an inch of him, so. So yeah, that is the end of Necron's turn 1 and end of battle round 1. We will see you in a second at the top of battle round number 2. All right, as the start of battle round 2, as I mentioned, I'm just going off of this list in the book because it is just an example, and I'm still learning this, so it's kind of nice. So it is the Vengeful Stars now, which is going to be over here, I believe. Yes, Vengeful Stars. Each time a model in the unit makes a ranged attack, an unmodified reroll of a 6, the armor pin goes up by 1. Or each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, targeting a unit at half range, they do not receive the benefit of cover. Honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the additional AP, and I'm going to do it on this unit here.
All right. So, at the command phase, I scored 10 points for holding 1 objective. We are both holding 1 objective, so I don't score any additional points for the mission.
Yeah.
After movement, the Sagittarians did not move. They have a great field of fire from the hill. Zagreus moved over to support his brethren with sword and shield that are engaged in honorable melee combat.
Honorable melee combat.
Honorable melee combat.
Honorable
Melee combat. Squad with the spears moved up to get some better range of fire and also engage in honorable melee combat.
Honorable melee combat.
And I realized I had an opportunity as well. I'm going to try and shoot you off the objective.
That's not nice.
The scarabs.
You should be ashamed. They're just babies.
That means they'll be easy to kill.
Wow, that's dark.
40k.
And go to your shooting phase.
Grimdark. We're gonna start with the pistols on the on my sword and shield squad. Those are 2 shots apiece built into the swords. Has to go on the warriors.
Yep.
Rerolling those ones
Good
because
thing.
shield captain.
Guys, he's looking at us. Do better.
So that is 4 hits. This is going to be, I'm gonna re-roll that 1 because it was cocked. That is 4 wounds. No AP on this.
All right. Whoop. Okay, so that's 2 dead.
All right.
And then I'll go ahead and I'm gonna pull from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think either one of these is gonna be
Either one will
damaged,
work.
so-
Either one will work.
So boop, boop, boop. And let's see if either come back. 1 comes back. That's statistically improbable.
And now for the shooting that matters, we're going to start with the Sagittarum, putting their heavy bolters. I am in range with the disintegration rays of the warriors over here, but I want as much fire as possible on those scarabs.
So it's not worth taking the -2 hits? Is it-
No, it's not, because
Okay.
it's only a single shot apiece, and while I'd probably kill a warrior or two,
That's negligible.
and one
Yeah.
would probably stand back up.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to worry about it. I want to kill those scarabs. I need to see if I'm still within
I do not believe
range.
you're
I am
within 6.
not within range to re-roll those
so
ones.
those 3 misses will be 3 misses.
It is what it is. 3s to wound. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna do the dice check on the 5. So that's a re-roll as well.
Like I said, we both do this knowing that double 6s are hard to
Yep.
are hard to keep from
All
doing
right.
that.
So that is 3 saves on their 6 up invulnerable at 2 damage apiece.
Yes. Nothing. So that will kill a base, and then another base will be at
Will be wounded.
2 wounds.
All right. Zagreus is taking a shot. Same target.
All right.
That is a hit.
Yes, it is.
3s to wound.
Yes, it is.
That is a wound.
Yes, it is.
That kills a base. I'm going to reconfirm rapid fire range. Do I have rapid fire on him?
Yes, for the first guy.
I'm not...
Assuming 12-inch rapid fire.
It is 12-inch rapid fire. I am not going to... Sorry, I had to go into the tank a moment. I'm gonna... I need him dead. I need him dead. I'm spending the command point I'm spending the command point for the Custode stratagem to it's not a second shooting phase. Pistol and rapid fire weapons, I can double the number of shots.
Okay.
So instead of rapid fire 1, they're becoming rapid fire 2.
Gotcha.
So instead of 4 shots total, I am taking 8 shots because I want that scarab to die.
All right. Go ahead and do it, buddy. I'm going to make you roll it out. There's no way the scarab doesn't die here, but I'm going to make you roll it out.
It's important, that's why.
Yep.
If he wasn't standing on an objective, you would just pull the model and move on.
Yep.
Everything hits.
Yes, it does.
Wounding on 3s.
So 6.
6.
And these are 2 wounds apiece?
These are 2 damage
you mean?
apiece. Yes.
All right.
And see, you rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, save 2.
So had I had half the shots,
yeah,
there's decent
I mean,
odds.
statistically.
Yeah, I had that's why I did it. I'll spend the 1 CP to make sure it happens because now
The babies are gone. Babies come back. You can blame it all on this fucker right here.
salt and buttery.
All right.
Now I'm hungry.
Okay, just
Okay.
control your...
Zagreus is Zagreus is not. I don't think they're going to need that too. I think just putting the spears in. So I'm just going to put the spears.
I mean, you're in no matter what.
In the space. Well, I need to know how much movement I have to shuffle people around.
That's fair. From the spears into the warriors. Reroll that 1. Because he's watching. Okay. All hits. Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on strength 6 on tough 4. Wounding on 3s. Youch.
Oh, wow.
Youch.
Okay, 2 wounds. Sweet. Jeez.
No,
6 up invulns.
6 up invulns. You're right. 6 up invulns.
Made 1. 1 dies. I'm going to pull this handsome gent. Let's see if he stands back up. For the Pharaon! No.
The Pharaon is not pleased.
He's lazy. It's fine. We don't judge him. Yeah, so wow, that actually means I get to attack back with 4 guys. That's
Okay,
nutty. 4 guys into the sword.
One of them can't reach. Well, no, never mind. He's in supporting. Yep.
Yeah.
Everything on the swords. Go.
Well, he's also not in base with anybody, so I could just kind of scooch him this way.
He was close enough.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's fine. It's fine. So 4 attacks. 2 hits. I will fucking take it. Mm-hmm. 1 wound. Roll a 1 and make me happy. You did not make me happy. If they don't die, this is going to be kind of nuts.
Oh, they're gonna die.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
They're gonna. It's a question of how many command points it's gonna cost me. They're gonna die.
So you say that now, and like fast forward a few minutes. Like it's the incremental resistance that you get from everything. It's kind of nutty. Mm-hmm. All right.
Everything hits.
As it is wont to do.
3s to wound. I need to re-roll that one.
Yeah. 3. All right. I think we may just need to start doing double 6s on the table and not in here.
Maybe they're real bad to lean on the corners. Anyway, that's 5 wounds, sir. On your 6-ups.
Yes, they are. Not a single one. So that is the entire unit. Since the entire unit has been wiped, I do not get reanimation on them.
Woo! And I'm going to... Let's see...
All right. Good job, buddy.
All right. Foe eliminated.
That was a very good turn for you.
I did exactly what I needed to do. Yes, I am super happy with that.
Good. All right. We'll be back with Necrons turn 2. That did not go how I wanted it to go. I get no points for this turn because I am currently not holding an objective at all. But we'll see how everything shakes out in the end. Shit, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think for a minute. We'll come back. This is my army after the movement phase. I am committing hard to just killing as much as I can.
And taking the middle.
If I can control the middle, I have ways to just blink my units around the board. And I can do that with my entire army in one turn. So I can spread out when I need to.
Yeah.
I just need to be able to...
and you're only down by 10 points right now.
Yeah, so it's not the worst.
Yeah. And the objectives matter more in the later stages of the game. We'll talk about that when it comes up.
So top of the shooting phase, we're going to go ahead and start with these warriors here. I am going to spend 2 command points for 2 separate stratagems.
All right.
Disintegration capacitors, which means that a unmodified hit roll of a 6 automatically wounds.
Okay.
And then we're going to use Relentless Onslaught, which means that an unmodified hit roll of a 6 gets 1 additional hit.
So 6s to hit, good.
6s to hit, very good. We do have 20 shots from these fine gentlemen. So we have 14 dice in my hand. Stay there.
Right. Casualty. We gotta die down.
It's gonna fucking stay there too. I don't care.
I can't even see it.
Good. All right. So 20 shots hitting on 3s. I'm not even looking at 6s yet. I just want to pull the misses. I pull the women. Pull the misses. You get it? So 1, 2, 3.
Which is dumb good.
Yeah. And then these are wounding on 5s because it's 4 versus 5.
Yes. Which is why those 6s were so important in the first round.
Yeah.
So I see 3.
Yeah, and rats are 6s.
Ah, these are the Skevananon dice.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 8 at AP -2.
And they're all at AP -2?
That is correct.
Well, it's not gonna... Yeah, it is gonna matter, because it's gonna put me on my... Well, it's gonna put me on a 3-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm in cover. So AP -2 puts me at 3-up. 8 saves, sir?
Yes.
Four fails.
Yep. All right, so that kills one, takes one down to 2 wounds. Where have I seen that before? All right, we're going to continue.
All right.
All right, we're going to go to the Royal Warden next. The Warden is going to put his, I believe he's in the rapid fire range.
The good thing is that's the majority of your firepower that's already gone.
His 4 shots ended him.
He's strength 5, isn't he?
He is strength 5, AP -2, 2 damage apiece.
Shadow Keeper's stratagem.
Okay.
Because I will gladly spend the command point to have him wounding on 5s as well, with a 2 damage weapon.
Makes sense.
Go for it.
He's hitting on 3s, so that's got to be 3 hits. All right.
Here. Do you want to re-roll that one?
I'm just going to remove it. I'll remove the 1 regardless.
Same thing it did the first time.
Yeah, so 2 wounds at AP -2, so it's going to be under 3 hits again. And if either of these fail, damn.
Yes! I needed that. I really needed that. Okay.
All right, we're going to go ahead and have the Lord put his shots into him, just for sake of, why not?
Okay.
All right, so it's 2. Then wounding on 4s. 1 wound at AP2. So that'll be a damage. It's only a single damage there.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this because I know what's going to
There's
happen.
getting ready to be combats, yeah.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen.
There's going to be some combats. All right.
Bam. Oh, I am so sorry.
What's wrong with you? All right, assault phase. We're going to do the thing that we knew was going to happen.
Yes.
These 5 gentlemen are charging into these 2 models.
Are you just declaring the shields?
Correct.
Okay.
Do you have a shenanigan to let you heroically intervene with your troops?
I do.
I would like to make you spend the command points to get into combat. I mean, makes sense, right?
Yep.
So let's just do the roll. Only a 4, which is perfectly fine.
All right, we'll be back after movement.
All right, so this is now the end of the assault phase for the Necrons. Successful charge into the shield and sword guys with the Lich Guard and the Lord. He's going into support.
Oh, lordy.
These guys attempted to charge here. Even with a CP reroll, they did not make it in.
Because counting this movement takes to climb the hill was 10-inch charge.
Yeah, so it didn't
Probably
make it
worth
in.
doing, but didn't happen. I did not overwatch.
Yep, he thought about it. He almost did. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, because if I killed one and came back, then they could just leapfrog forward.
Which would have been great. I would love that. Anyway.
That is the end of your charge phase, correct?
Correct.
I am going to use my stratagem to let these fine fellows heroically intervene.
All right. Stratagem. Command point spent. How you want to wiggle them?
Bonk. And there where he can be in supporting and keep them all in coherency.
Sounds good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do my swingy swings then.
Swing. We just
All right.
walked. Okay.
So, continuing the trend this phase for both of us, this turn for both of us apparently.
Burning through every command
burning
point we
command
have.
points. So, I'm going to spend another command point. It's nice when both of our army's command stratagems that we want to use are only 1 command point.
And then we can just throw command points.
Yeah, it's so good. So, I'm going to go down to 2 command points on this for disruption fields. The thing I keep wanting to use.
Yeah.
Specifically works with core units that are selected to fight. I get to add 1 to the strength characteristic of that unit. Their strength, actually, no, they're strength 6 already.
They're strength 6 already?
Yeah, there's no reason to do that. Never mind.
If they're strength 6 already, I'm spending 1 CP on my Shadow Keeper stratagem.
And then I'll spend my CP on that.
So we both spend a CP to make all the numbers the same.
Yep.
So that puts you at 1 left and me at... No. Did you already take yours down?
I did take mine down. I was at 2.
Okay, I've got you.
I am spending an additional 1 for Eternal Protectors.
So that puts you at 1.
That's the Lich Guard specific one. when they're in combat within 3 inches of a lord, I get to give them an additional attack.
That's the bad one.
So after using all those stratagems, this has just been an awkward back and forth of stratagems and counter stratagems.
So what does that leave us at CP wise?
So I have a single command point left. You have 2.
Okay.
Alexa, I'm going to go ahead and do my Lich Guard. After that stratagem, they are 4 attacks apiece.
Are you putting it all on the swords and shields, just trying to wipe that unit?
That is correct.
Okay.
And a single black dice. So that's 20 attacks from the Lich Guard. Alright, hitting on 3s. They do have a single reroll of a 1, thanks to my Pharaoh's or my Lord's Will.
I am happy to see those 1s and 2s.
Yeah,
I
I'm
need
not.
that. They are single damage weapons, though, aren't they?
Yes, they're power swords. They're not near as frightening as they should be.
Yeah, but if they were multi-damage, they'd probably go up like 10 points apiece or something.
Wounding on 3s because they're strength 6 currently.
After all the shenanigans, they are still wounding on 3s.
Alright.
I see a couple of 2s.
Yeah, I'm going to test this 3 over here really quick. Okay, so I'm going to reroll that 3. Okay, it's fine. Alright.
Is that 8 saves?
That is 8 saves. It'll be on your emblem.
Alright. 8 3-ups. Color doesn't matter.
Failed 1. So the guy at 2 wounds goes down to 1 unless you reroll.
No, he'd already had.
Oh, that's right. The Lord
so
claimed the wound off.
So that does kill.
Kill a guy. Nice. All right. The Lord gets 3 attacks.
Alrighty.
3 attacks, hitting on 3s, going into the last custode. All hit.
What strength is he with that staff?
A Staff of Light is just strength user. He has strength 5, so 4s.
No.
Oh yeah, the stratagem.
The stratagem's still
5s.
active.
So 1 wound at AP -2. It's only single damage. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Yep. Push some damage through there. All right.
And that's all for the charges, and that's all for my fighting in
That's
general.
all for your.
So
So time for me to swing. All right. Pile in here to get him in range.
Yep.
Both squads are swinging on the Lich Guard to just try and. The spears can't swing on the Lord, and the. I'm going to start with the spears because technically, if I kill enough models, the shield guy could actually swing on the Lord.
Yep.
So 8, 9.
All right.
What's toughness on Lich Guard?
5.
So the spears actually do matter because they will be wounding on 3s because the spear puts them up to 6.
Yep.
Reroll 1s to
reroll
hit.
those 1s because he's watching. Okay, that'll net you 1 additional hit.
Okay, I'm going to sub that in
For prettiness sake.
for prettiness sake so everything's the same color.
God, you're fucking diva.
3s to wound here.
That mattered a lot.
That really did. That's a lot. Thank you. That's a lot of 3s. Holy crap. I'm glad I took a unit of spears instead of 2 shields like I was considering.
All right, so
yeah, that is 6 saves, which is going to be on their 3-up. The shields, do they... Wait, are they... Their storm shields change like...
yes, they're 2+ armor, 4+ invul.
And it's AP -3, so they're on their 4-ups.
Yep. So 6 4-ups. Okay, so 1, 2,
So you made
3.
exactly perfectly statistical.
Yeah.
D3 damage.
D3 damage each. I'm gonna spend my last command point and try to reroll one of these.
Reroll. Yep.
Yep. So only 2 fails.
All right.
They are 2 damage apiece, or 2 wounds apiece. So
They are and D3 damage, so 1 at a time.
all right.
That's
so
a dead Lich Guard.
remove a guy. I'm gonna set him there because they do have reanimation protocols.
And number 2.
All right. So
Yes. I needed that.
2 ad mortem. And then so they have 2 wounds apiece. That's 4 dice for reanimation. I need to get 2 of these as 5+.
There's only 1.
Only 1. Yep. So no Lich Guard are returning from that particular fight.
Okay, guy with the sword has to swing on the Lich Guard because I wasn't expecting to, but you do it. You give yourself the opportunity in case something magical happens.
Yeah.
3 hits. Now he is strength 5.
Yep. So these are on 4s. Would not have mattered between the 4s and the 5s, but still very good.
That's 3 more saves.
All right. 4 ups. Made failed. Is that another dead Lich Guard? That is another dead Lich Guard.
That is another dead Lich Guard.
I'm gonna go ahead and just roll his reanimations. I need double 5s. No.
Almost.
Yeah, very close.
All right. All right. That's your turn, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back with me in a moment.
Keep it. Going into the next battle round, we are at Undying Legions, which would have been nice earlier. Protocol of the Undying Legions, I can pick either. Each time a unit uses a living metal ability, each model in this unit regains an additional lost wound, which could have been nice, but not really relevant right now. And each time you make a reanimation protocol roll for the unit, I can reroll one of the dice. I'm going to pick directive number 2, and I'm going to target the Lich Guard and just hope that I can make them a tad more resilient.
Start of my turn, since everybody in my army, all my infantry have objectives secured, I was holding 2 objectives, so that gets me 20 points for the main mission objectives.
Yep. I'm still at a big fat 0.
Yeah, it has, the thing with the Scarabs was kind of a wrench in your plans.
I mean, it was one of those things to where, like, I set the objectives up wrong anyway. You learn.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Because at this point, you could... So because Crusade, him wiping me out is like an actual dangerous thing to me, so I can't get... Even if I know I've got the mission locked on points, which I don't, taking too many casualties is going to be very bad as well. Anyway, so, movement. Zagreus did not go charging into combat. He is moving to where he can support everyone in his army, and the Sagittarum are moving forward. Normal move, not advance in both cases. Psychic phase is for the weak. Movement is done. Psychic is done. We are on to shooting.
All right.
So, I think I need weight of fire at this point since I have reroll 1s. So I am going to fire the disintegration beams just for extra quantity of shot, for the extra couple of shots.
All right, sounds good to me, bud.
So, 6 shots from the heavy bolters, 2 more from the disintegration beams.
Sounds fun.
Which I don't know why I'm even separating them because they're single wound models, and they're going to be on their 6-up invulns no matter. No, the AP will matter. The AP will matter. Disintegration beams
that's right.
are AP
It'll
3.
be 5s and 6s.
Yep. So this is all going to hit on 3s.
There's 2.
Reroll that one.
There's another one in there.
Oh yeah, reroll that one.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 misses.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right.
Because that would have been pretty much 6 guaranteed hits if I just fired the normal one, but one of those is slightly better.
Yeah.
So these are 5s, so they're still all wounding on 3s. Sadness.
Okay. So that's going to be 3 5-ups.
3 saves at -1, yes sir.
All right. You want to pull your dice, please?
I'll have to do the math on that to see if that was the right decision.
Hey.
Holy
Bruh.
Okay.
Sweet.
Zagreus is in rapid fire range.
Okay.
2 hits.
Yep.
This is going to be 4s, so that's only 1 wound.
All right. 4 plus?
No, it's -1 as well.
5 plus. They're fine. They love it. They love it.
All right. Declaring a charge on the warriors.
I have no command points.
That's why I'm doing this.
Do it. Not roll double 1s and cry.
I have command points for a reroll. And that is not double 1s.
7 will get you on, yeah.
Boop. And boop.
Alrighty. That's good.
Just making sure. My intent is to make sure I have him within the aura, and I do.
Good.
Alright,
so going straight to combat.
Going straight to combat, starting with the guys. So, the Sagittarum, I did take the Misericordia. sword for them. So it's basically the Custodes Chainsword. So bonus attack, AP -2. So those boys are 4 attacks apiece. That's why I'm sending them into the Warriors. I think that's enough swings to do some good, even though the bolter fire just went right through them.
They would rather die in honorable combat.
Rerolling those ones.
Yep, so you got 2 of them.
Everything hits.
Nice.
3s to wound. That's a lot of 1s and 2s.
Yes, it is.
3 saves at -2, so 3 6-ups.
These warriors are going to just tank this. They're not even going to care. Alright, let's try to get some more rerolled out. Okay, so it's 3 dead.
About time I did something. Now
Alright.
watch. 5 5 6. Get them all back. That's not okay. Would have been funnier though.
Yes, it would have been hilarious. So 3 got done. Alright, so now it's going to go to me. I'm going to have the Lich Guard fight. The way they're still positioned, this is my fault for pulling wrong. I'm going to go ahead and it'll be...
One on one on the other?
One on the other, yeah.
Alright, just tell me what you're rolling first. Here, hand me that.
Actually, I'm going to put all of them into the spears just so that there's a higher chance of actually doing something.
Fair. Yeah, because they're only single damage. Yeah,
Exactly.
you need to do that.
Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and hold the camera.
Okay.
6 attacks. All of the stratagems I gave them are all gone now, so it's just 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Is the Lord's will still active?
That's actually a great question. Hold on. So that one that missed,
It's the same as.
the one that missed, I can reroll. And it'll hit.
All right.
Huzzah and barely. Thank you. Clay.
Again, gentleman's game.
Yep. Alright, so these are wounding on 3s. Looks like a full house to me.
6 saves.
AP -2.
This is on the spears, right?
Correct.
Okay. So my 4 pinballs there.
Yep. That'll be 3
1,
damage.
2, 3. That will pick up a model.
Sweetness. See, that was the much better choice. All right, now it goes back to you, sir.
Doing this right.
Who do you want
Spears are piling in to the Lord, and
Oh Lord.
and I'm gonna try and cap your Warlord.
Oh no. All right. I'd rather you didn't, but whatever. Whatever makes you happy, I guess.
We are purging Xenos. Of course, it makes me happy. That is 6 attacks.
Calm down, Space Marine. The fuck, dude?
Glorious melee combat.
Okay.
6 attacks, hitting on 2s.
I mean, if he has to die, I'd rather him die in glorious melee combat than being shot to death.
Rerolling 1s.
Granted, I have done everything in my power to make him not get shot to death.
Yep.
Between the Lich Guard and everything else. So.
Tough 5 or tough 6, because
He
it's
is
gonna matter.
Tough 5, my friend.
Wounding on 3s.
So boop boop.
So that is 4 saves at AP -3, so probably on his invuln.
Guess who doesn't have an emblem?
What?
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So what's his normal save? A 3-up?
Yep, so he's gonna be on 6 up.
So
How
he's
many
on-
wounds is that?
4. It was 4.
4, okay.
4.
If this is wrong, we'll also just add it to the tally. So 6 ups. Failed all of them. Alright, and he will reduce any damage done to a minimum of 1.
No, it's definitely 4 because all 6 hit and I failed 2
That's
wound
right,
rolls.
that's right. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. He's got 4 wounds.
And he's got.
Actually, no, he failed all of them, so he's dead anyway. He's got 4 wounds.
Oh yeah, so min damage does kill him. I thought he had 5 for some reason.
Yeah, no, nope.
Your activation, sir.
With whom? Oh yeah, the
Lich Guard haven't.
No, the
or
Lich
no,
Guard
the Lich
went.
Guard. The Warriors have.
Sorry,
swung.
guys, I forgot about you. Forgives.
Pile in. You need me to hold the. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just gonna pile them in so that everybody gets attacks.
Yeah, just bump them forward.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. All right, hitting on 3s. Wounding on that. So that is a single wound, sir.
Wounding on 5, so yeah, that's a single wound.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, because there's no AP on that. All right.
All right.
3 is not enough to make them make a morale check, correct?
Correct. And this guy still needs
Yes,
to
I
fight.
was going to say so. 3 attacks there.
All right.
3 hits. 4s to wound. 3 wounds.
All right. 3 4-ups. Fuck.
Ow.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage. What's the damage on the sword?
D3.
Yeah, roll your damage. They're 2 wounds apiece, remember?
Oh, right, there's 2 of those guys left. It is going to matter. Duh. For some reason, I was thinking there's 1 left.
No.
That's 2 damage, so that
kill
picks 1 up.
Let's pick this guy up. And then,
That's 3, and that's 2.
So yeah, we'll be right back with Necron's turn
3.
3. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yep. My command phase. Nothing happens. I don't get a command point, don't anything, because my lord is dead. This game has gone, as the French say, tits up.
Yeah.
But I have a plan.
Dun, dun, dun.
This guy is going to boot, scoot, and boogie here. Into the movement phase. Veil of Darkness.
Right.
So I get to pull these and redeploy them somewhere on the battlefield.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going over here.
You're going to achieve your agenda.
I'm going to try to. So, after Veil of Darkness teleport, whoosh, they're here.
So powerful is the Veil of Darkness that we even switch sides on the table.
It's crazy. Alright. Actually, I'll put him here. Alright, sorry, I meant to put him close enough to that.
No. Well, you said that and you had to move him to move warriors into it. We know what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I actually have a rules question.
Yes.
And we'll cut this out because I'm curious. So, when do you perform actions? At the end of the movement phase, right?
Oh, yeah, they can teleport and perform actions.
Okay, cool.
Because you can do it after coming in from reserves.
Awesome. He is going to start performing that action.
Gotcha, because that's a free relic for him.
I follow. So he's going to be high. We just had a discussion about who I'm going to shoot. After Clay being the very good gentleman, I'm going to fire at the shield guy.
Yeah. Now, I know you want some vengeance for killing your lord, but the better tactical decision is to drop him.
Yeah, I really do. There we go. All right, shooting. Come on, guys. Not terrible. I mean, it's that statistical for 3-ups. All right, now wounding on 5s. Only a single wound.
Ugh. Sorry about that.
That happens. That does go through though, because it's on his 3-up.
But it was on his 3-up from AP, so he does fail his save, so he is down 2, but a single wound.
All right. I've got nothing else. I'm ending my turn, so
Okay.
we're gonna meet you back up. Battle round 4. So, all right, guys. Going into Battle Round 4, I am now the Hungry Void protocol has been activated.
Before you make that decision, do you want to see what happens with the mission first? Because
Well, it happens at the same time.
right, which means you're the active player and you can choose.
No,
I'm
it's
the
your
active
turn.
player. I want to see.
Go ahead and do the objective.
I want to see the objective. I
Go
think
ahead
the
and do the
mission
objective.
stuff should take first, and I'm the active player, so technically I get
Yeah.
to choose everything. So I want to see what happens.
Go ahead and do
So,
it.
for this mission, this is the supply drop mission. So one of these objectives goes away, is where the supply drop actually is, gets narrowed down.
All right.
So, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
1 goes away.
All right.
Well, that makes that just removes half the board of relevance now.
Yeah. Pretty
That
much.
just removes half of the board out of relevancy.
So it would not have mattered anyway, is what I was getting ready to say, because of what Hungry Void is.
Okay.
Hungry Void, the 2 directives, and I'm going to pick the. I'm going to actually hold on. Can I even do that anymore? The Lord's dead. I don't get the protocols.
Good God. So, I have decided Zagreus has made the tactical decision to hold the objectives that they have taken, not fight the Necrons for whatever strange thing, Xenos thing these Xenos are doing. He's going to stay focused on his objectives. The last man with the shield on one wound went and put himself into cover. Because at this point, we know who's winning the game, and we're playing to the Crusade agendas and objectives. And that's why I'm putting Zagreus where he's less likely to be hurt, and that shield guy where he's less likely to die. He had to make an advance in his pistol anyway. I think I had to advance Zagreus. I'm just not going to shoot with him because I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
You did not.
I did not. You're sure? Mm-hmm. Okay. They're just going to pour fire into the warriors because that's my only target.
Yep. Psychic phase, good phase. Shooting phase.
I have decided the disintegration beams are a trap unless I'm firing at multi-wound models.
Yeah. Like, I think they're great going into the Lich Guard, but nothing else really.
Yeah, that's what it is. I saved them for the Lich Guard. I should have just fired, because I did the math in my head, and it would have worked out the same had I not fired in that one turn. So, anyway, 6 shots from the heavy bolters going into those warriors.
He's watching. What? Really?
Sorry.
Looks like everything but one. So 5.
That is 5 saves.
All right.
At -1.
5 ups. Save
Nice.
3 of them. Very nice.
Which 2 do you want me to...
The two in the back, please.
All right, got them.
And then I'm going to take their...
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Both of them come back, put them exactly where they are. Or actually, string them this way. I want to better screen out the...
How many do you have at the moment? 5, 6. So you have to behave. So
put another one...
Him here and here. That'll keep you in coherence. Because he's in coherency, but putting him over here would break your... So yeah, he needs to be there.
All right, sweet.
Well then. I do have rapid fire with both of them. I don't know why I felt it necessary to confirm, but I did.
It makes you happy. That was a 2.
That was a 2. That was a 2.
Okay, what's everybody?
I don't know why I rolled them over here. I need to be rolling them.
Because you're a special little pumpkin.
I'm a pumpkin?
With rolls like that, yeah. All right. Zagreus does get his shots.
He has rapid fire range as well. 2 hits.
2 wounds.
Hang on, I'm gonna... No.
1 wound.
1 wound.
5 up. Nope. We'll pull that gentleman.
Reanimate.
Nope.
Yep, everybody's good. Not charging.
Okay. So yeah, coming back, Necron's turn 4. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, top of my command phase, he has been performing the action, so he does. So I'm just going to remove this objective because he has claimed that, so that'll be 3 experience for him as long as he lives and nothing weird happens. He'll get the experience anyway, but you know what I mean.
And then the bonus relic, I believe? Nice.
I'll double check to make sure that's not just lords and make sure it's characters. Either way, he gets the experience, which...
He's going to get the experience either way.
And that's just real, it's probably going to be more
I think it said any character. We'll check later when we do the after action.
Yep. All right, so these guys, there's no way they can hold any objective and actually do anything. So the tactical thing to do... he also gives them +1 inch to their movement. So everybody here is moving 6 inches.
Just a fighting retreat at this point.
Yep, he's going to move... He's going to move here.
Yeah, and bring them into cover. Because that'll make a big difference.
These guys are going to scoot their little booties.
Scooty the booty, da doobie doobie doobie.
It's a boot scooting booty. Right. God, that's terrible. Not worth the copyright strike it's going to get us.
Actually, that's the one thing where we are safe, is terrible singing is not copyright strikeable.
Fair. And that random jumble has them all in cover. Alright. Alright. I'm just going to pour my shots into the Sagittarium.
Vengeance. Yep.
Yep. Alright, so rapid fire.
2.
It looks like 4. The front 4 are going to be in rapid fire range.
Oh, the front 4. Okay, I can't.
They're bunched up really quick.
You got the better angle.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, parallax there. I don't know. I can't see from here.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's going to be 4 rapid fire, 2 regular shots. Hitting on 3s.
They mad.
Oh yeah. I need those 5s and 6s again. I'll take it. That's not
4?
terrible. Yeah, 4. 4 wounds, AP -1.
So 3s.
Battle down 1. He's at 2 wounds left, unless you want to command point it, which you mean you have the points.
Absolutely going to command point one of those. Didn't matter.
Yep, they're both 2s anyway. So yeah, so that'll down a guy. And then his weapon is a 30-inch range. He's very much within range there. He is not within 15 by just a hair.
Oh crap, that's 2 damage, isn't it?
Yes.
I should have saved my reroll.
Yep.
But
So
it's fine.
2 shots hitting.
It'll
on
be
3s.
fine.
2 shots hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Strength 5. So
4s.
1 wound at AP -2. You're fine.
Mid save.
All right. That's going to be it for my turn.
All right. We'll be right back.
So,
Just to see what happens. Start of turn 5, you roll to see where the actual supply drop lands. So, just 2 objectives. We're gonna call that low and that high on the
sounds
die.
fun.
So
low goes away.
low goes away.
All right, so it was there all along. Granted, I'm going to lose this no matter what. I have 0
moral
points.
victory. Moral.
Oh, yeah,
victory.
no,
That would have
no,
been a moral victory.
No, this. So what? The way I see this, Unkir is the name of the Royal Warden. He's been following this inept lord around, watching him fuck up with his hubris and everything else. Now the lord's dead, and he's like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna fucking get this done and go home."
So does this mean is
Oh, the lord's being retired.
Wow, I'm sorry, Jake.
No, it's fine. He's terrible. It's fine. We're moving on. Do your movement. Do your fucking movement, Clay. I just realized this is the Battle of PB.
How did I not see that? I'm the one that makes the bad joke.
You can't unsee it.
I can't unsee that at all. All right.
This is getting more and more tilted. Hold on.
There it goes. All right, we're gonna see if we can. We're gonna see if we can eliminate some warriors.
Yeah, worked so well last time.
Well, they're in cover now, so it's gonna be harder.
Yeah.
Sagittarium, 3 shots.
Hit it.
Oh, only one. Hang on. That stays. So yeah,
One
1.
wound. All right. AP -1, so it's gonna be almost 4 up because they're in cover.
Yep.
It's fine.
Made. Oh yeah. Spears, 4 shots.
Seems good.
Now this is. I'm gonna re-roll that one because it's cocked. Follow me.
We just need to stop rolling the 6s in this tray, honestly. Like,
Okay,
so 4 hits.
4 hits. Only 1 wound.
All right, 4 plus. It's fine. The warriors will not die.
You know what? I'm done. I can't kill the squad.
I still have a shooting phase. I could potentially kill something. Alright. Last turn for Necrons. We've just been kind of rapid firing through the last couple turns, just to kind of get through it. So, since this is the last turn of the game,
Oh, you're gonna try and pick off the guy with the shield.
Yep.
Yeah, because I only got to push 1 wound through. That's what.
Yep.
That's the right call.
Same save no matter what. So.
He can get to where he's got 36-inch range.
I was just making sure he would be able to actually get him into line of sight. I know range is fine.
He's got the he's got the width of the board range wise. So
yeah. All right. So shooting. I don't think I have anyone within 12. Scratch that. I have one gentleman within 12.
I'd start with the dude.
These guys can't do 3 wounds to one of these. If he fires at one of these and he fires at him because he's within rapid fire of him. He can do more
because it's a 15-inch range rapid. I forget that guy's got rapid fire.
Yep. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
All right.
I'm just gonna roll in the center of the board here.
Okay.
All right. This many shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. That's 1 wound at -1.
Come on, buddy. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
Nice.
Nicely done.
All right, now the Royal Warden is putting his 4 shots into the Sagittarium.
All right.
I'll hit. Okay, wounding on 4s because strength 5.
Mm-hmm.
2 wounds.
Now I did have a command point left, so I cared about him more.
Yeah, the Sagittarium armor good.
Because I don't want him to lose the experience.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Anyway,
So
two
it's
saves.
2 saves on your. It's -2.
So it's on his 4-up.
Yep. Made 1, failed 1. That's enough to keep him alive.
That's enough to keep him alive. That's all I care about.
Yep, it's 2 damage. So
That's all I care about.
1.
Okay. That's game.
No, do it. Do I dare? No, I'm not gonna risk because you could.
I'll be cheeky in Overwatch, sir.
Yeah.
No, I won't Overwatch. That'll give you extra movement. Necrons are so weird.
I wouldn't.
Overwatch is bad.
So I'm not gonna charge him if these guys weren't there blocking.
Yeah.
And then I would be able to get enough guys in to maybe plink off that last wound. At this point, it's not going to happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it. So that is going to be a major fucking victory for the Custodians.
But
isn't it weird that my army did better after my lord died?
I really this told a story. This really did. This told a story of
which is why we're doing the
which is what yeah, but that really was a story. You had this weak, lord thought he was bigger than he was. Things just went terribly, terribly wrong. And then the
French say they went tits up.
And then the Royal Warden steps in and pulls a minor victory out, managing to actually do some damage.
Yeah, no, he did great.
I'm
super proud of him.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back with the wrap up in just a moment.
That was a game.
Yes, it was.
That felt so weird. Why am I happy at the outcome of that game?
Because this is what Crusade is for. The story that we just spent 30 minutes discussing how this directs our story is the point behind Crusade. And we may pull bits and pieces of that discussion in. We may just give you the Cliff Notes version here. So
really quick, I want to point something out because this is the mistake of the game. You should see a tally roughly in this area of the total mistakes, and all of them were me. I did it. I made the mistakes this game. I fully own that. But like I said, this is my second time playing the army. And also, I'm doing a completely new set of rules. So anyway, he did achieve the relic, so he got 3 extra experience. The condition for him getting an extra artifact was that he had to be in my deployment zone or I had to wipe the table of my opponent. I misread that in the beginning. We went back and looked at it. We kind of went back and looked at some footage and thought about it. He could have just hauled ass because my guys can automatically advance 6 inches. He could have very easily moved back and made it to my deployment zone.
And so we're giving him that because that is a
And I could have kept the Warriors closer to them than him, so it's
and
at least for a little bit.
His shooting had no effect on the rest of the gameplay.
Yeah, like he took 2 wounds off of one model, but that model didn't die, so it doesn't matter for the purposes of this.
Right. So we're going to treat it as if he did the correct thing and just hauled ass back to his deployment zone.
Yep. So, lesson learned, at the end of the day, we're doing this to have fun. Once again, like we mentioned during the game, those gotcha moments. I would have gotcha'd myself.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same token, he got a tremendous victory for his army anyway.
And
his guys did phenomenally. He only has 1 unit that has to make an attrition test. So, there's enough reasons that he wants to make sure I don't just get raffle stomped. So
and there's some mechanics to compensate for that, but I also want him to get something out of it. And again, Jake's new with the army. The whole point of Crusade is to tell a story, not to see how heavily you can smash your opponent's face in.
Yeah.
And when we come back to that, and the story we're telling, he really needs to get that. Anyway,
I'm going to do a story time.
We're going to go over my paperwork first, because there's a little bit of paperwork with Crusade.
Yes.
So, every unit your Crusade force gains requisition points.
Yes.
For completing a battle, win or lose, you get a requisition point. The bonus for victory in this, because it's a supply drop, I got an extra requisition point. Well, I'd only had spent 2 buying his Warlord trait and the Captain Commander trait, so I am back up to 5. 5 is your maximum, so I will be spending requisition on things for next battle, and I'll update for that. I may just increase my unit cap and bring in the other stuff, all of the other stuff I'm working on, so I'll have access to everything I've got. Yeah. But I can wait and make that decision later. Every unit that participated in a battle, win or lose, wiped out or not, whatever, you get a point of XP automatically. My agenda, in case we forgot to mention it, was the survival agenda. So for Zagreus, it's bonus 2 XP for the... It's not character only. I put it on the character, Zagreus. It's a bonus 2 XP if they survive to the end of the battle, and an additional 2 if they are above half strength or half wounds in the case of a character. He was undamaged.
Yep.
So he gets a bonus 4 XP on top of that, and we may house rule that for characters to get the full thing, that they have to be undamaged, because that seems more appropriate for characters to hold them to the higher standard.
Well, I mean, because he was undamaged the entire game too, so it's not undoable.
Yeah, no, it's very doable.
Yeah.
But so we may house rule that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Again, this is the joy of Crusade. You can house rule stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
yes,
we're coming to one more thing first. The other thing that you do is marked for greatness. You pick a unit, and they don't have to be your MVP. It's just you pick a unit that are marked for greatness. They get a bonus 3 experience. When we tallied everything up, the Spear Guard went on a tear.
Yeah, they ended up with 3 kills.
They finished off
my 4 units.
They finished off the Scarabs, which is what put me on the path to victory to begin with.
Yeah, denying me those points early made it to where I had to play more aggressively. Because
that denied you points across all 3
and that's
times.
What I'm saying,
that denied you 30 points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because I had to play aggressively to make up for that, I couldn't just fall back and let you hold everything. Correct. It made me turn my turn order up a little bit.
And they got the killing blow on the Lich Guard. And they got the killing blow on the Lord himself. Yeah. So because of that, that's 3 kills. So every 3 kills is a point of XP. And because they did so much, I feel like I have to give them marked for greatness. Yeah. So that's 5 XP. That's half of a level for them in one game. And I just got to say, guys, I am really impressed, because I didn't think I was going to like you as much as just the sheer durability of the shields, and you have proven me wrong.
Yep, they did a lot of punchy.
Yes, I'm so glad I bought 1 unit of each. I brought 1 unit of each. 1 XP for them. Yep. Zag is at a total of 5 because of a bonus from that. So that brings us to my only casualty that did not make it, which are Sir not appearing on camera, so let me push them into frame. Because they got wiped out, they have to make a combat attrition test. Can you reach and hand me one of mine? Thank you. Yep. And so that is very simple. You roll a d6 on a 1. Bad stuff happens. That bad stuff is either you get a battle scar, some unique penalty that represents, like, wounds or psychological damage or something like that, or you lose D6 experience, your choice. You just have to pick between one of them.
Yep.
Since this is the first game and all our units came into this with 0 experience, we decided that narratively it made more sense that a unit with 0 experience that gets a battle scar would instead represent them just being wiped out.
Yep.
And we have made a gentleman's agreement to hold to that for
Yes.
0 XP units. So, for those guys,
That is a 3.
that is
you
a 3. You guys can't see it, but it did roll as a 3. So they did not get wiped out. They're going to get that point of experience for the battle.
Awesome.
Swarms and drones get no XP.
Yeah, so these guys don't...
So the loss of the scarabs does not hurt them whatsoever.
So they're perfectly fine. They're just going to scuttle.
Yep.
One thing I do want to talk about with these 2 units, these guys did get a single kill in range, so that is a kill for that. No XP from that, but that is a kill. I did make him my mark for greatness, and he achieved that agenda, so that's an additional 6, so he's up to 7 experience already. And the relic that he ends up
A meteoric rise, you might call it.
Yes, was a dispersion field. He has a 4+ invulnerable save, and then in melee, a save roll of a 6 deals mortal wounds to any model within range. So
Conversion field is what
Conversion
the
field,
Crusade
sorry.
relic is.
Yep.
And so Crusade relics work differently from normal relics. Any character model may still only have one relic from the book. Crusade relics, it specifically says a model may have any number of Crusade relics. So you can just keep stacking. It is still limited to character. Yeah, no, I just want to double check. Yeah, so any number of Crusade relics. So, and that's one of the ways that gets more RPG-ish because
you can Voltron a guy up.
You can.
So this guy has 2 relics. He has the Veil of Darkness in that field, which is awesome.
And giving him a 4-up invuln save will make him significantly more survivable.
So let me.
Okay, yes,
I want to talk now.
No, I was trying to hit it back. So go ahead.
So I've got these 3 units that need to make their attrition tests. I'm going to make one for the Lord. Do I make one for the Lord?
Let's do the others. We'll come back to him.
For the Lich Guard, as a 2.
They're okay.
And then for the Warriors, that is a 3. So
neither of them have any problems reforming.
Sweet. So yeah, that's all that represents. The Lord did not do anything. So he didn't in-game, actual game. He got a couple wounds off on things. He got into combat and he actually killed a model, not a unit.
And he used a Resurrect, but
Any character can do that. Mm-hmm. He did not do well. So storyline-wise, after the Custodes, regroup and leave the area, this gentleman would use the Veil of Darkness to come back with some more warriors to protect him, find the Lord trying to reform, and then with the Relic Gauss Blaster, make sure that he was not able to do so. He is not going to be a part of my Crusade army going forward. Regular Lords just don't do enough. That's just as simple as it gets. So yeah, he's not going to be a part of the army anymore.
And this
love the model.
And this also fits the story Jake was wanting to tell, so please go into that. Reiterate what we were saying before.
So instead of that, Clay,
okay,
my friend, I'm going to make a specific storytime video for the beginning scenario of what this campaign is to talk about, and then how this first match went. It will be one video in and of itself.
And do a separate video. I like that idea better.
And I will, as we continue, I will do separate videos to go along with each Crusade battle that we do. So just to keep the story, because not all of you care about the story. Another thing I do want to say, and I will have a disclaimer. I'll have a disclaimer for this, so you don't have to wait on there. But we're getting back into the swing of things. We're very chatty because that's just how we are. I'm going to try my best to keep us reined in to make everything short, concise, and to the point going forward.
Yep.
This was just kind of our welcome back to what we're doing. And I'm going to be honest, we're doing this for us. We're having a blast. But I would
we
like
hope
to
you enjoy.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy
us chatting and goofing off and that sort of stuff. Yes.
So yeah, I will do a storytime video for that here in a little bit. But yeah, so expect that to be out around the same time this video is out. So if you're watching this video, the link to the storytime will be in the description. So please do that. Spoilers you're here now, so hopefully you watched the video. You didn't just skip to the end. Why would you do that? Why? What's the point? Yeah. Anyway. All right. yeah, so I think that's going to be it for right now. We're going to make our changes to our Crusade force. Well, I am. We're going to go for it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We're going to try to make this more of a regular thing.
Like, comment, subscribe, do
Yeah.
all that.
We will respond to
we will
any comment.
respond to comments, please.
Yep. Thank you very much, guys. And until next time, this broadcast has been
Omnissiah Approved.
Thanks.